Good Monday. I'm Kris Foate. This is Monday Morning Jolt. Let's get started. Shirona?
Good morning. Today we have Bill Hartman. Bill Hartman is a guy who's always willing to help. Whenever I see him having a discussion with anybody, the first step that he does is like, how can I help you? Where can what can I get to? Because I go to a lot of networking events, and the trouble with these networking events is like, everybody is like, here's my card, call me. Here's this thing, call me, contact me. Give me. But there's no giving, right? So this was very interesting when I saw Bill. He was unique in many of the groups that I attend to. He first looks at like, how can I help you? What can I do to you? Then he will get to his expertise because it's very useful. So, Bill, tell us what you do.
Well, Shirona, it's good to be here. First off, I've been in the insurance business for 26 years. And due to a lot of government regulations, I do most of my business in 3 months out of the year. So the rest of the time, I do a lot of what I call permission-based marketing. I try to help other businesses. I've got a couple of restaurants that I like to help promote. And one of the programs that I use is a program called text-based marketing. And it's got the most famous brand you'll remember. It's 90210. If you text Caliente to 90210, you get a free side. And what I do is I go in, instead of just selling somebody a product, I try to get them to use it, show them how to do it. And I actually carried that for about 3 months, where I was helping him promote it. No charge to him, helping him promote it. Told him once he built his database up a little bit, sending out specials to him, he had an option. Either buy the program or we'll shut it off. But it really works well because it's him taking care of his consumers, his customers, and helping them come back. So I've done that with a couple of different restaurants and looking at different people that I can work with on that. Another product that I have that I deal with for people is video email. Most people have heard of Constant Contact. A lot of people hit delete so quick. I have a program that I use. It's promotion of video. I get reports just like the Constant Contact and that. So that's some of the things that I do to just try to help stimulate business for people.
And one of the other things that you do, that you are really good at these things called the empowered tribe. Now people in the industry, they know what empowered tribe is, right? Some people think that this is some kind of like a native tribe or something. But explain what an empowered tribe is.
You've been checking up on me. I can tell. A lot of people are starting to get into social media, working with Facebook and Twitter and all this. What the Empowered Tribe is really, it's a group of people that I network with across the country, and we help syndicate each other. I have a blog, wmjhartman.com, and people will actually go to my blog post, and I've got people from all over the country, they'll read my blog post and they help cross-syndicate the work that we do. And I, in turn, do the same. It's all about paying it forward. If I help enough other people get what they want, I will get what I want. So the Empowered Tribe is really just a group of like-minded people all working together, kind of like what we do on our networking groups.
To support each other and help each other in business.
But on a lot bigger scale going out across the entire country.
And more passionate too.
More passionate about it. I've actually done some work and did some blog posting and cross-syndicating with somebody, and next thing I know, my cell phone rings and it's a guy in Washington, state of Washington, wanting to do business. Pretty cool.
That is, that's great. I'm still back on the Cuban sandwich at Caliente though.
That program worked so well that he did not prepare for it, and on Black Friday and Saturday, he actually had to close down 2 to 3 hours early because he ran out of food.
Really?
Yeah,
okay. That place is fantastic.
It worked so well.
So why are Mondays great for you?
Mondays, Mondays is a great energy. I mean, you're basically getting away from the weekend. I do a lot of things on the weekend, spend some time with family, but for me, my schedule is pretty flexible, so Mondays is really a lot like every other day for me, because if, regardless of where I'm at, if it's a Saturday, it's a Sunday, other than if I'm at church, if my phone rings, I basically take care of it. Because with my clients in the insurance business, if they're calling me, it must be an emergency to them.
Wow, so you really never disconnect?
No.
That's interesting.
But you know, the other side of it is because I do what I do that way, it allows me to do the other things.
Sure.
And it gives me more freedom, really.
Because, that's interesting, Bill, because a lot of the times, this like Monday is bad, Friday is good, these kind of things are things that we make up, right?
It's all here.
It's all there.
How many people do you hear? I never heard the term until just a few years ago about hump day. Hump day's Wednesday.
Right.
Everybody's working to get to the weekend.
Yeah.
And then when the weekend gets there, they're talking about, oh man, I gotta go back to work. I love what I do.
Yeah.
Right.
Every day.
Well, I think that's the secret, though. Loving what you do.
But a lot of people have that ability and they have that opportunity. It's really just stepping out and
That's
going forward.
advanced.
It is.
So you don't really have any ritual that you go through to get yourself started, because you're really started 24/7.
Pretty much.
Right?
Pretty much.
Okay.
See, give people, our audience an advice, because a lot of the times, you talk about this branding, right? And I think this would be a good advice to our audience. And sometimes, like, people, they get so hung up on this, like Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and that kind of stuff. What they forget is, like, where is your branding, right? Because all these people, they can shut down and then you lose if you focus on one strategy. So talk about this branding thing and where should they put their efforts on?
My thoughts when it comes to personal branding is basically, it's about branding you. I was in a networking group probably about a month or so ago, and I looked at a gentleman, I said, no disrespect. I said, but I wouldn't refer anybody to you. He just kind of looked back, I said, I don't know you. If you go to wmjhartman.com, you'll find out my passions, you'll find out things that I've done, I've written things about that. And it's about, you get to know who I am.
Mm-hmm.
So the reality is when I brand myself, Facebook and all that, I spend probably about 20% of my time promoting the brand. The rest of the time I'm socializing, I'm networking with people.
Right.
Okay, in my insurance business, over the past 25 years, I've always told people, I said, when I walk into a room, I don't want people to think of insurance. But when they think of me, I want them to think, when they think of insurance, I want them to think of me.
You.
And that's how I brand myself, to do that through the media.
So this is great advice. So, and the other thing is, like, you put all your efforts from all these social media stuff to get them to your blog, right?
That's the hub. That's the key.
hub. And that's yours.
That's the key.
Yeah.
Everything we do in local businesses, whether it's a brick and mortar business, every piece of advertisement we do is to try to get them in the door, right?
Yeah.
Where's my door? It's my blog.
Blog.
It's my blog.
Mm-hmm.
Because until they get to know me, so that's my brick and mortar.
So do you have a philosophy by which you operate your life and your business? That you could just summarize how you do your business?
You know, I like what Zig Ziglar says when he says that you, basically, if you help enough other people get what they want, you'll get what you want.
Mm-hmm.
And I really believe wholeheartedly in paying it forward, helping other people.
That's
I
great.
mean, walking away from business when it's not right for that
For them.
person,
Mhm.
okay? Even though, you may be leaving commission dollars on the table or something, it'll come back to you. It really will.
And if you could pick any superpower, what would you select? What would you choose?
My faith in God. I mean, my faith in God, I mean, I will leave meetings and all that stuff to make sure that I attend my church.
Mhm.
Church is first.
And then tell us, is there anything about you that, you talk about being an open book and people really get to know you through your blog
Mhm.
and through Facebook. They get to know you first before they do business with you. But is there something even those who know you well would be surprised if you told them right now?
That know me,
Mm-hmm. And some people are such an open book that there aren't any surprises.
no, I mean, really, I've got 4 children and 4 grandchildren, and we're very close. I
Mhm.
mean, I see my grandchildren all the time. I see my kids all the time that, I joke around and tell them that when the son-in-laws started talking about getting married and all that, part of the requirement was they had to stay in Fort Wayne.
Sure.
So, so far we've been pretty good at that. But, we're pretty close family. I mean, it's my family's first, so I don't know anything beyond that I can
Okay.
say.
So Bill, how do people get hold of you? What's your web address and all this stuff that you do? What's this one place that they can go to get hold of you?
If you want to get to know me a little bit more, from the website, go to wmjhartman.com, wmjhartman.com, Facebook, WMJ Hartman, Twitter, WMJ Hartman, YouTube, WMJ Hartman. You get it?
Yep.
It's branded.
How do you spell Hartman? Spell Hartman.
Hartman. If you want my personal business card, you know, people joke around, I very seldom carry business cards.
Mhm.
If you text WMJ Hartman to 90210, you'll get my business contact.
Okay. So we would like to thank
You.
you for coming today and joining us. We would like to thank the audience for participating today.